What's up everybody, welcome to today's video, and today I'm going to go over my settings that I utilize for everyday photography, normally street or landscape photography with my Fujifilm GFX 50R. Okay everybody, so again, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and punch that bell icon so you're notified of all the content we post on this channel. I greatly appreciate all the support. Keep the comments coming, and let's move on to this video. So right now, I'm photographing with the 50mm pancake lens that Fujifilm released for their GFX lineup. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you my menu settings. If you click on the menu button right here, I'm going to show you the settings that I utilize when doing street photography and landscape photography, something that doesn't really require fast autofocus, which again, medium format's not really known for. If you're looking for my overall videos, I would leave them up in the cards that I go over lenses, I go over vintage lenses and adapting, and I do my review on the camera as well as the 50mm pancake lens. So in those videos, you'll know that I really enjoy shooting with that panoramic style of the X-Pan, old X-Pan film cameras. And so what I do first is I go in here and I set it for a large JPEG, and I set it for the 65:24 crop, and you can see right there. Then I go to image quality, and I always make sure to shoot a raw image along with it. So I set it to superfine plus raw. Raw recording I always keep as uncompressed. Film simulation I always go to classic chrome. Occasionally, depending on if I know I'm going to be photographing landscapes sometimes and I want it to be black and white, or if I'm photographing just editorial journalism style shots, I will also shoot in my acros, and I usually shoot acros plus G filter. Grain effect, color chrome effect, smooth skin effect, all of those are off. My dynamic range I keep at 200. White balance I set it to auto. I don't adjust any of the color, sharpness or whatnot. I do turn off long exposure noise reduction. I just have never been a fan of that. Lens modulation optimizer, I keep it on. Color space, I shoot sRGB. Pixel mapping, we'll make a video about that later. And then also over here, you can edit and save some custom settings. Focus area, I keep it kind of in the center. Autofocus mode, single point. I like to set it on the single points and then just photograph from there. Store AF autofocus mode by orientation, I have that off. Rapid autofocus, I have that as on. Low light priority autofocus, single, I set it to off. The autofocus point display, I have that off. Number of focus points, I keep it to 425, the max. The pre-autofocus I don't really use. You can use it if you want to. I choose to keep it off. Along with that emulator, I don't like to use that, especially at night, just that big red dot, it gets annoying to me. But again, these are all my personal preferences. Face and eye detection right now, it's off. If I'm shooting portraits, then I will turn that on. Manual focus assist. I skipped this one, we'll make another video about that. But manual focus assist for peaking. I turn that on, and me personally, I use red for focus peaking, so that way when I do have my vintage lenses on here, then I have red lines that will show up on when I'm focusing, so that way I can make sure that everything I'm doing is in focus. Focus check, I have it on. Interlock spot, auto exposure and focus area I have is on. Instant autofocus setting is autofocus single. Depth of field scale, I have it set to pixel. And then touch screen mode, I have it set to area. Sometimes I will turn it off, just depending. But right now it's set to area. Self-timer, save self-timer setting, I have it off. If I'm doing time lapses, I will set up the interval timing shooting. I don't really do any HDR really with my image, but you do have that option there, along with film simulation bracketing, focus bracketing setting if you're gonna do focus peaking, or I'm sorry, if you're gonna do focus stacking, you can do it through there. Shutter type, I have mechanical and electronical. Flash, don't do a lot of flash settings. ISO, I have it set to auto. And my auto ISO is, the default is 100. Max is 3200, which still produces some pretty amazing results. And my minimum shutter speed is 1/60th of a second. 35mm format mode, I have it set to auto. Wireless communication is if you're gonna set it up to be wireless communicating with your phone or tablet. Flash function settings, I usually have it synced. Usually I shoot wireless with a Godox flash, so I don't really move in there. Red eye removal, I have it set to off. I just prefer to do it in post. Movie mode, I have never shot any footage with this, but let me know down in the comments if you're looking to get footage from this camera. Again, it doesn't shoot spectacular footage as far as specs are concerned. You see right there, full HD at 30 frames per second. You can also shoot 25p, 24p, the 23.98, all in 1080 and then 720. But again, this camera is not really meant for video, it's more for photography. And then that is pretty much it. Sometimes I'll have specific dial settings, but I tend to keep this pretty much right out of the box. I don't really change anything very specific. Usually I just go in here and create the crop. This is my biggest setting right here, and I will, for the most part, be shooting the JPEGs in that panoramic style, that 65 by 24 crop. That is probably my most used feature. And then always shooting RAW plus JPEG. And the JPEGs I always shoot as super fine. But that wraps up this video, guys. I just wanted to show you my settings on the Fujifilm GFX 50R. I am shooting right now currently with the 50mm pancake lens. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.